Good afternoon, everyone. I'm today with Mr. Majo Mićović, CEO of Sky Express, Western Balkan regional leader in digital data protection. Good afternoon, Majo.
Good afternoon, Ana.
Would you please tell us something about Sky Express? How did the company start and develop? Where are you today and what's on horizon?
First of all, pleasure to have you here. It's very good that we have an opportunity to communicate Sky Express as a partner of VMware, as a partner of Carbon Black VMware, and let's go through the evolution of our company. We started some 15 years ago in Belgrade. Actually, I got a task. There was an opportunity to extend the branch of our fund, Evolution Equity Partners. I'll talk later about the fund. And we decided that we should have an operational office in this particular region. Reason why we decided to go after was to check out if the solutions, software solutions that fund acquired would work not only in some perfect environment like in US or in EU countries, but rather to see how well it would work in an environment which is in development like Western Balkans environment. So from the beginning we decided that Sky Express has to be very, very focused on cybersecurity, doing nothing else, and in particular in the branch of cybersecurity to deal exclusively with software solutions. As the market developed, we decided to move on to services. We'll talk later perhaps about it, and to another branch which is education, creating the awareness of importance of cybersecurity.
Great. Where are you based? Where is the company located and which region do you cover?
Company is based in Belgrade. We have an office in Montenegro, in Podgorica, and we are about to open an office in Tirana, in Albania. So I believe that from those three locations we should be able to cover well the Western Balkan region.
Great, thank you. So we at VMware, we know how Sky Express is the special security partner and the special companies, but tell us please, how do you see your differentiation points? What do you do differently from the other security partners on the market?
Well, there is an interesting story, a very short one. I have to mention that Sky Express actually, even before VMware acquired Carbon Black, was dominant partner not only in this region for Carbon Black. This is thanks to the fact that our fund, Evolution Equity Partners, was one of the funds who sold actually the Carbon Black to VMware. So the history with Carbon Black is a long one, and which is very good. Obviously, we have been very, very focused on developing this relation, learning about cybersecurity and what Carbon Black was doing for actually achieving in defending the resources of various companies. So I believe one of the key aspects why we believe that we are different is that we are a very, very focused engineering company. Although we do distribution, but again, it's not a sales company, it's more engineering company. And I believe thanks to that, we decided to move on and not only to stay with the pure sales implementation process, but we went on with something which is called MSSP, which is Managed Security Services Providing. This is the advanced option for those companies or customers, prospects, who wouldn't have enough resources to deal with the security issues, but would rather outsource it to someone who is qualified and certified to do so. And again, we moved on the third aspect, on the third vertical, business vertical, which is education and awareness. So this is something which is like a key word or fashion word called cyber hygiene. This is in particular for this region something which is rather new, but there not only government, some very important companies of a specific importance to the government already decided to go that way, because obviously it's not enough just to deploy some technology, put some services. The understanding of cybersecurity threat, from where it's coming, how that goes into the system, I believe every employee should understand, in particular in those companies, how that happens and what they should do to help their IT to prevent this event.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing these three main verticals and the main pillars of your company. Who are your main customers? To which market segment do they mostly belong?
Well, this is exactly which I, in a way, mentioned before. Those are the companies who are both very concerned and oriented to protect their data, either GDPR value or the local regulation, which exists in Serbia in particular. Those are the companies who are financially capable to accept and follow those challenges and to support our endeavors. And if you want to name few verticals, we are talking mainly about the government. Mm-hmm. We are talking about the public-owned houses, which could be either from utility sector or healthcare, and so on and so on. Lately, in 2022 and in particular 2023, I have to say that market on the private sector started to open, but again, it's larger companies rather than SMBs who are still somewhere waiting to see what's going on and how they would apply the experiences from other branches.
You're right, we are all experiencing this. Would you also be so kind today, if you can, to choose one specific customer success story or a win you would give as an example when Sky was engaged? Tell us what was the threat, what was the customer need, how did you address it, and what was the result of it?
That's a very good question. We have obviously a lot of customers in various branches we just mentioned. I could pick up two, and not for just marketing or any other reason, but rather there are different examples of the applying the security measures. One is EPS. This is the electric powerhouse owned by government, one of the biggest companies in the region. This is somewhere where attack didn't happen. They were looking, I have to say, in advance, taking care not to have something to happen. And we engaged them, it was like 6 years ago. We started working with them as a partner, deploying various cybersecurity measures and technologies. And I have to say, so far in this period, they actually encountered no attack. All the possible attacks have been deflected, and they keep their data intact, which is very, very important. We have engaged them with the carbon black, obviously, on the enterprise level. It was a very complex installation. They have more than 20,000 and EDR protected units. And to be honest, it was not just implementing per se, but it was rather consulting them, engaging them, pen testing, deciding which was the best way to develop on the various locations those carbon black prerogatives. And I have to say that among various products on the market, they tested a lot of them, and they decided for carbon black, which was obviously the best possible choice. And it proved, which is more important, it proved itself to be the strong defendant of their data. I would mention another company, which is Geodetic Authority of Serbia. That company didn't work with us before. So, and they last year, it was like July 2022, they encountered a problem, ransomware. Most of their important data have been actually locked up, and they couldn't provide a very important day-to-day service to community. They have, together with VMware, they contacted us. We went to them even after 48 hours. We managed together with the VMware Carbon Black team to put the first bits and bytes together, bring them back, and then go slowly, step by step, analyzing the environment, doing the forensic to decide where and from where the attack came, what are the damages, how to prevent the ransomware to spread even more. And that process took about 30 days, and we have to say that we brought them back, that they started, of course, working, providing services again, and Carbon Black again proved not only to be an excellent choice to protect their data, but as well, actually, it worked well in analyzing the situation, providing the traces of the problem, which I believe is very important in this moment. There is another point. There are only 5 IR teams in Europe dealing with, on this level, in these situations. There are 4 in EU, and there is only 1 here in the region, which is Sky Express, and I'm quite proud on that fact that we have been able, with that particular capacity, to assist, and as up to today, almost 1 year after this event in Geodetic Authority, to provide and protect them very, very successfully.
Impressive, and we are also happy to have you as a partner on both accounts. So thanks for sharing this. Example speaks for themselves. I mean, the most of the content we actually get when you share something that happened on the ground or something that is preventing on the customer side. You also mentioned that one of the most important differentiation points that makes you different from the other companies is your technical expertise and the technical team that you have, as well as 15 years of experience, which is also very impressive. As a summary of this short today's call, what would you again stress or add as a potential benefit to the customer when they choose, and why they will choose Sky Express as a partner? And also tell us how the customers can engage with your company, how they should approach, and what's the first step?
Yeah, thanks. I would say that, I did say it already, but let's reform it, that our team consists of a very experienced and as well very young people, engineers. So we have several guys which are already 15 or 20 years in the business, in particular in cybersecurity, and we have some 5-6 young people who are, aspiring to reach that level. Put together, they are people who are actually, who managed all of those projects which I mentioned before. They have a variety of certifications, not only within the Carbon Black VMware environment. I believe there is almost nothing left for us to reach in the sense of certification in the Carbon Black, but there are as well many other certifications like OSCP, OSCA, and so on, which actually qualify our people for, I believe, almost every possible cybersecurity situation that we have been engaging with or that we might be in the near future. A part of that benefit, I believe that the fact that we are already about 15 years on the market, that we are a very stable, well-developed company, that definitely gives our potential customers, prospects, and customers really well deserved feeling about that they are secure, that they are well, treated in good hands, exactly, and that we are to continue our road further on, bringing new technologies, understanding even more what are the news on the cybersecurity market, which is changing almost daily. And there is the third part, which is the fund I mentioned, Evolution Equity Fund, which in this year, 2023, we have a special appearance in RSA in San Francisco in only 1 week of time, engaging most of the important partners and vendors in the cybersecurity world. This fund actually brought us to various technologies where we are learning not only what's important in EDR world, what's important in CM or other worlds, but as well we have a chance to test a lot of solutions, and one of them was Carbon Black, and one of them actually took us along this road, and we decided, yeah, Carbon Black is the one which we are going to follow, nothing else, although there are many other solutions on the market. I'm pretty much sure that this decision was well made, that we are very honest to this technology of Carbon Black and VMware, that in these past several years we have built a relation to VMware as a vendor which went through many situations on the field, and always, and I really have to bold this line, always we had the needed support, both on commercial side, both on technical side, both on strategic side, and I should hope that in the future we are just going to continue this road together. Yeah.
Definitely. There are no doubts with the dedication that SkyExpress has to security, to cybersecurity, with your expertise and with your experience from the field, as well as all the theoretical experience and certification that the people have, that we are going to cooperate and have success and broaden the customer base in the region and outside of the region that you mentioned. So thank you for your time today. Appreciate it, and looking forward for the new projects, the joint projects.
Thank you, Anna, and I could only invite the VMware cybersecurity, VMware Carbon Black community to communicate with us, to get in contact with us, and we should be definitely always eager to support, help, and go together with them. Doesn't matter is it in the region or outside of the region.
Thank you.